Right folks, just a quickie. Sorry I haven't done a video for a bit. Ups and downs of allotment, tearing and growing veg really. Successes, disasters, ninja carrot flies as I like to call them around here, because believe it or not, they got in over that frame. So starting as always down at the bottom, thornless blackberry ticking away nicely, strawberries just building themselves up for next year really. Taking out my first dwarf beans, second lot, loads. Just get down and show you. Loads of beans everywhere, so excuse me, I'll be harvesting them. My rhubarb, all of them really growing well, massive now. And I do think a lot of that is to do with when you move rhubarb, when you know, put loads of muck in, put loads of well rotted muck in with it, chicken pellets, whatever you can, and then mulch the crowns, but don't actually cover the crowns themselves, mulch round the crowns. Them 3 buckets there, they are, I'll just turn that slow, all the raspberry bits that were coming through the fence from them. I'll just come over here, see if I can find one. These are my neighbour's raspberries. The birds get most of them. But they are lovely, big fat raspberries. There's loads of them, but they don't seem to get eaten by humans. It seems to be just the birds that eat them, but oh well. Hopefully I'll get those to grow. I'll find somewhere for them. What I believe to be summer fruiting raspberries, they're all tied up now. My tayberries tied up and ready for next year. Another rhubarb on the end there, ginormous. Third rhubarb. I've taken all the tops. I'm not sure whether this was the last video. I've taken all the tops off all my spuds, and I've just top dressed, if you like. I've covered, made sure that the tubs are full to the top, and just so that I don't get no green spuds, you know, just cover them up. Make sure. Now I've given them about a week, and now I'm going to cover them with polythene because I do not want them sitting in wet compost. It had dried out nicely, but obviously with the rain. Now also my Christmas spuds, these are Charlotte, these are bought seed potatoes specifically for Christmas. They're not just some Charlottes that I shoved back in. And as you can see, they've been in about a week and a half, and the sprouts are coming through on all of them. Gooseberry just sit there ticking away. Excuse me. This bed, when I've done, I'm just going to tip all the potato compost out, and I'm not sure what this bed's going to be yet next year. I'm really not, my head's not in it at the moment. I'm having a few problems with my noggin. Sprouts coming on really well. The black kale, Toscana, or the black kale in there, that's doing really well. I did have 2 Calabrese broccoli in there, but they just went to seed. So I have, you won't be able to see, but I've cut them down, and I'm just hoping that I'll get some small ones. Now, like, I've put a little frame up. I've used the carrot frames to make a little windbreak. So it's not stopped it completely, but it has stopped it enough. And I can't believe how quick these Cobra beans have started producing. I mean, they're already chucking out beans like that, so really pleased with them. My leeks, they're coming on a treat, absolutely flying on, thickening up nicely. Now this is where I had lettuce down here, and what I've actually done is, you probably won't remember, but over in one of the beds over there, I had some extra leeks, and I planted them together in clumps of 3, just because I didn't want to waste them. Now, when I took these lettuces out, I thought, well, I might as well just put them in. So I've moved them, I've split them up, put them individually, and I've put them in just the traditional way. Dibble the holes, drop them in. Please excuse me. Dibbered them in, and they're settling in lovely. They've been in a week now and they've perked up. Kale, well, it's just ridiculous. I've already given away a full plant. I mean, I have a freezer full. I've all this lot. I'm just gonna keep picking it and eating it and freezing it. In this corner, which is going to be the wildlife flower pond blah 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 corner, I have taken out the ash, because if you look at the beach, it's making a nice compact bush, if you like. I can trim that back. The ash, it was a tree and it just wouldn't have it. It was growing long steps, so I've taken it out. And down here I've got a small buddleia, so I'm going to put the buddleia in there. I'll just kill off that stump. I was hoping to get some more done this year so far on this pond, but I haven't managed it yet, but that's fine. Me fan trained gooseberry and my little apple tree just ticking away nicely in the tubs. Now, compost bins. This, just stand back a little bit, this middle compost bin that was like half full of manure and had the courgettes in. Well, I've taken the courgettes out and I've put what was in there into that one, so that is now full of quite nicely rotted manure. Sorry, just bear with me a second. I can hear a little noise in the shed. This is the exciting part. I have actually got the kettle on, and it is the first cup of coffee in the plot. Yes, as you can tell by my voice, I'm easily pleased, easily cheered up. That will be the first cup of coffee in my allotment. So, sorry, back to the, but I just had to show you that. I'm so chuffed I've got my kettle going. You have to have a kettle down on your allotment. So, that is now full. If we look over the top, that's all my strawberry runners. Now, I know people put strawberry runners in pots, leave them attached to the plant, but I've always found if the runner has got some roots on, cut it off and put it in a pot. As long as you protect it a bit, as you can see from them, I'll just see if I can come around here without falling in. You know, as you can see from these, they've been in now about a week, and there's little roots. Once they've got roots on them, they are little plants and you can cut them off. You don't have to have loads of little pots sat around your strawberry patch. So, first bin, nearly full ready. I'm going to have to leave this one soon and let that cut. And what I might do is that's left in the bottom of there, the nice semi-rotted stuff, I'm going to top dress all my raspberries with it, and then, I know I'm moving about a lot, I do apologise, and then I will turf all that lot into there, and I'll mix in a little bit more manure as I go along, just so that I completely fill that bed, and then I'll leave it till spring. So, radishes in an old potato pot, carrots, so pointless carrots I'm afraid, carrots in old potato compost, sieved, doing really well. Swedes, doing really well, fattening up, I've already eaten 3 of them. Cauliflowers that were here, disaster. I've had to, they're literally, what's strange is, I came one day and they were fine, and I couldn't come for a couple of days, and I came literally, I would say 3 days at the most, and they'd all blown. They've just completely blown, same as the Calabrese. All I've got left is this little dinky one, which is just starting to grow. Now, these were winter cauliflowers, but they sort of grew really quickly, grew a smallish head, and then just blew. So I don't know what to say there. I'm going to see if I can get some more winter brassicas online anyway, see if I can get some field grown sort of plug plants, if you like. Some more radishes. So carrots, this was the carrot bed. I pulled one carrot, one of the sweet candles. It looked amazing. I ate it, crunched it there and then, and I thought, I'll have one more. I pulled another one out, and it was beautiful, but it had a maggot in it. It had carrot fly maggots in it, and I thought, no. So I pulled everything up. I pulled them all up, and I'd say out of about 120 carrots, I think I got about 12. So I was pretty devastated, to be honest. It really threw me. It absolutely messed me head up. I'd taken all that time to build them frames and put the barrier up, but well, they got in. So obviously they can go higher than 2'6". I'm gonna build probably either on the end of that one or this one. I'm gonna build some carrot boxes next year. I will not be beaten. I am gonna have some carrots. Everybody down here says you can't do carrots because of carrot fly. Well, I'm not going to be beaten. I'm going to build a carrot box, and I'm going to completely enclose it with an enviro mesh just to grow some carrots. And I know it's a lot of work, a lot of fuss, but we're not doing this for commercial reasons. We're not doing this to make money. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this for tasty food, and it's a hobby. You know, yes, some people do grow for self-sufficiency. I'm not. You know, I'm not, but I've got to grow some carrots. I've got to do it. Parsnips are massive, and I've actually had a delve down, and they're about, you know, a good 2.5 inch in diameter at the top, so they're growing well under there. I just hope the carrot fly hasn't got in. Me mooly radish, they're growing really well. Spring onions are actually starting to perk up and starting to fatten up now. Beetroot, another massive success this year. Beetroot growing away merrily. I'll be picking some more of them. There's a row in there that I've thinned out. I'll probably have to cloche them. These are all the thinnings that I've planted all out, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 rows. I'm probably going to have to build some kind of protection for them pretty soon. What I'll probably do is make some frames like I did for around the carrots, them frames over there, but I'll cover them in polythene and I'll put a top on, so that'll protect them. Purple Sprite and broccoli, I've covered it all up because it was getting chewed up by birds or whatever. Compost, I've managed to get a load of burst bags. And I mean, although 3 of them are actually burst, the other 4 were burst, but all the compost was still in them. It just looked untidy, and I just offered the bloke at Morrison's. I said, I'll give you a couple of quid a bag, and he just says pay for 2 bags and take them all. So I got 7 bags for 6 quid. So happy as Larry with that. And also B&Q, Verve, couple of quid. For them, happy as Larry, same again. Yes, they burst, but there's nothing wrong with them. It's all there. So, right folks, I am now going to enjoy my very first cup of coffee on the allotment. Like I say, you know, things go right and things go wrong. We just have to plod on and crack on and find a way for next year. Ta-ta for now.